I was just talking about how 17 years ago today I had quit drinking soda. It was around the time I went back to school. That's why I remember that anniversary. But 16 years ago today, or at least this week, there was another big anniversary. It was also around the time of back to school. I was going to college part time, and if I remember correctly, I had two classes that semester, and one of them didn't meet until the second week of the semester. But my mom didn't know that. She would drive me to the campus, and I didn't tell her that because I wanted her to drive me to campus, and then I could have that time for myself. And I used to love to go to the bank and get rolls of coins to search for silver coins, copper coins, sometimes find an occasional rare coin. And so my mom drove me to campus, and we didn't have class that first day. And so I went out to the bank to get rolls of $50 to search. And I went to a PNC bank, and I got 5 rolls of $50. And when the bank teller was getting them out of her drawer, one of them ripped open, and I heard king, 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 and I knew what that sound was. It was silver. I got really excited, and my heart was racing out of my chest because there were 4 other rolls that weren't open. I think, no, there's no way that was the only roll that had so much silver in it. And so I get the rolls of coins, and I nervously walk out of the bank. I didn't want to open them in the bank because I thought if people found out that I had found so much silver, they would rob me, or or maybe I wanted to go back and get more rolls of $50, and I didn't want to alert anybody that there was anything rare behind the counter. So I'm walking from the bank back to the campus where my mom was going to pick me up because she thought I had class that day. And my heart was just racing out of my chest. And I remember almost getting hit by cars. And finally I get to the computer lab of the campus. And I open the rolls, and sure enough, they're all silver. And so finally my mom picked me up, and I finally fess up that we didn't even have class that day. I had a day to myself, and I had found all the silver, and I had become like a thousandaire. Right? I already had some silver at that point. That probably pushed me up to the $1,000 mark, right? And I think I said the phrase, I became a thousandaire today. My mom was just so upset because I was growing old, and we weren't having a lot of family time together anymore, and she was very upset that I would love to sneak away. I used to do that a lot. I would pretend that classes were still going, but it was spring break, or because my mom didn't really trust me to go out by myself, even though I was 17, 18 years old at this point. But I made a lot of discoveries going out by myself like that. I did a lot of exercising, walking, looking for silver coins, going out to look for my future wife. I still love doing that. My parents still get very concerned. My mom just thinks that she's worried that I might get taken advantage of by some of those potential future wives. I'm not too worried about that because the more I get taken advantage of, the stronger I get. But my mom doesn't see it that way. As long as I don't die, right? If I had a situation when I was working on my PhD. I almost dropped out of school because of a girl taking advantage of me. I had a situation a few years ago where I kind of fell behind on some goals in my life because of another girl taking advantage of me. It doesn't bother me at all. I grow stronger every single time it happens. My mom doesn't see it that way though. But I come from a relatively well-off family, so my mom was upset that I would trade family time for looking for silver, right? It wasn't like I was taking the silver home so we could actually have something to eat, right? It was more of a hobby and a long-term investment, and my mom thought it was a little bit unnecessary compared to what I was giving up, right?